A lot of hotel owners just don't care. Some care but can't execute. This is that rare third thing. The owner spent 10 years studying what guests actually need. Then he bought an abandoned 12th century monastery and built his version of the perfect hotel that's unlike anything else in Umbria. I'll show you all of it. The question is whether he pulled it off. I'm Don, checking in anonymously and paying my own way, and this is stop 14 on a 5-week sprint through Italy, searching for hotels with soul. So this next stop's in Umbria, but we're not far from the Tuscan border, but it does feel a little bit more remote and I think a little bit more rural than other parts of Tuscany that I've been in so far. So this hotel's owner started his career as a Swiss hotel concierge. And the Swiss are known for precision, but I'm a little worried this place might feel a bit cold. This is a 12th century monastery, and you can tell there's a lot of scrapes and bumps on the building, but they've restored it without taking away that character. But I also really like this landscaping in front. It's not what you'd expect with this kind of a building, but I think it totally works.
Towels better.
Towels, yes.
Lavender.
Lavender, nice. Look at that.
And homemade lemonade.
Homemade lemonade. It's lavender. Lavender towels. That's a nice way to arrive. All right, let's go in and have a look here. This is a really high ceiling, and it's a really beautiful ceiling too. Love the bed. Interesting, kind of simple, kind of metal here that is a reference to kind of the past of the building being a monastery. I love the stone wall over here. This is really beautiful. Lots of texture, and the way they finish it above is really nice. Also love the bedside lights, really pretty. Let's look at the closet space. Nice full-length mirror. I love how the lights just pop on as you open it. That's really pretty. It's a really kind of nice orange. I love the orange on the inside. It's really cool. But yeah, I mean, nice proportions to the room. This is kind of basic entry-level room, but I think it's beautiful. I love this piece of art over here too, and I think the chairs are in really good taste, and just a bit of pop of color. And then the bathroom lights off. Let's turn it on. Oh man, this is my favorite part. This is really cool because when you turn on the lights, the shower and the toilet area, it just glows and there's a beautiful orange light. And I love the metal and the glass together. Heated towels, and then simple basin, but it's all like classy, kind of understated. I think the design and the decor in this room is really well done. You know, I think my concern about this place being cold was unfounded. The staff is super nice. It's got a little bit of a quirk factor, and I think the interiors are super inviting. But the question I still have in my mind is, how many days would you want to spend here? What is there to do on the property and around the property? Okay, this looks like kind of the bar slash kind of living area, and I really like it. It's got a lot of, I don't know, character, depth to it. The ceiling's really interesting, lots of layers there, and yeah, I really like the furniture. A lot of different things going on, but I think in a cohesive way. I really like those coffee tables and like the wood and the metal together. I think it's really cool, and yeah, it's a really warm, I think pretty inviting room. You know, sometimes it's just these little design details that I love, like metal floor. I think it's really beautiful, and then you can kind of see into the bones of the building. All right, I'm gonna go see what the pool is all about, and I wanted to check out the chapel too. I'm not sure what's in there. And there's a fire pit over here, so I'm really hoping they're gonna be lighting that up tonight. It's really a beautiful design. I really like the pool setup here. I mean, I think it's really beautiful. I love the stonework in the pool. There's good service, and they're really paying attention to details. I mean, they have all the umbrellas up, they've got towels out for everybody. If somebody leaves, they actually clean up. I've been to a lot of hotels in Tuscany and Umbria at this point, and I think it's fair to say this is not the most dramatic setting. It's pretty, but we are down in a valley. We're not on top of a hill, kind of surrounded by farms, not vineyards. I like the setting, but I don't love it. Oh my God. All right, this is not what I expected in the chapel. There is a disco ball and some really cool lighting, and it's a really beautiful space. And they use this for massages sometimes and like social events, and you can get married in here. Yeah, interesting space. There are 12 rooms here. I'm in one of the entry-level rooms. This is the other end of the spectrum, the hotel's spa suite. Private sauna inside, and out back, a private garden with its own hot tub. If your budget stretches, this is the one to book. There's one restaurant here. You can sit outside in the courtyard or move inside on cooler days. 3 meals a day, and the kitchen leans into what's actually growing outside this window. Dinner's booked here tonight. That's when I'll deliver the real verdict on the food. In terms of activities, the hotel organizes pottery classes in the chapel. There's no on-site spa, but they can arrange for a massage. You guessed it, also in the chapel. Truffle hunting's another option, but for most activities, you'll have to drive a bit. The town of Assisi is about 30 minutes, and of course, there are tons of wineries in the area and hiking trails. If you love great design and authentic experiences, the Swank Guide was built for you. We research, curate the hotels, find that hidden art gallery, book you with perks, and save you hours of planning. It's the travel service I always wished existed.
This is the Franciacorta.
Okay.
You're gonna try?
Cheers! So every Sunday here is pizza night, and it's Sunday, so we're not going to get to try the fancy menu tonight, but I'm just fine with pizza. This is really nice. This is authentic wood-fired Italian pizza. And this is the right way to end the day. Around the fire pit I've been waiting all day for. Good music, meeting other guests, and maybe one more drink before bed. So this is a place that gets just about everything right. The food, the music, the decor, the vibe. It's a passion project from owners who understand hospitality. Maybe that's the best combination. Caring enough to know what makes a hotel great and delivering that. Tomorrow I'm headed to a hilltop retreat that may be the most budget-friendly and family-friendly of all the hotels in this region. Check it out here. As for the pillows, they're really nice. They're so nice. You ready for it? They get a 10. Good night.